morning, St. Andrews students. Today we are going to start a new chapter of history from trade to territories. In this chapter we will discuss about how East India Company originate, how East India Company begins trade in Bengal, Battle of Plassey, company rules expanded, Tipu Sultan the Tiger of Mysore, the doctrine of lapse, setting up a new administration, and many more things we will discuss in this chapter. Slave trade in South Africa. We will also discuss these things in this chapters. Now come to the first page. Aurangzeb was one of the last powerful Mughal emperor. He established control over a very large part of territories that is now known as India. After Aurangzeb, there was no powerful Mughal emperor, but Mughal emperors continue to be symbolically important. In fact, when a massive rebellion against British rule broke out in 1857, Bahadur Shah Jafar, the Mughal emperor at that time, was seen as the natural leader. Once the revolt was put down by the company, Bahadur Shah Jafar was forced to leave the kingdom and his son were shot in cold blood. Now we will discuss about the East India Company, how it originated. The East India Company came India in 1600. It required a charter from the ruler of England, Queen Elizabeth I, granting it. The fine quality East India Company begins their trade from Bengal. The first factory was set up on the bank of the river Hooghly in 1651. The fine qualities of cotton and silk produced in India, as well as the paper, cloves, cardamom, and other things, were in great demand, which attracted European trading companies to India. Through the early 18th century, the conflict between the company and the Nawabs and autonomy as other regional power were doing at that time. Murshid Quail Khan was followed the Ali Vardi Khan and then Sirajuddola as the Nawab of Bengal. Each one of them was a strong ruler. They confused to grant the company concessions, demanded large tributes for the company's right to trade, defined it any rights to mint coins, and stopped it from extending its fortifications. It was also convinced that to expand trade, it had enlarged its settlement, buy up villages, and rebuilt its fort. The conflict led to confrontations and finally culminated in the famous Battle of Plassey. Now we will discuss the Battle of Plassey. When Ali Vardi Khan died in 1756, Sirajuddola became the Nawab of Bengal. The company was worried about his power and keen on a puppet ruler. Puppet, you know, that literally a toy that you can move with strings. The term is used a person who is controlled by someone else. Puppet means the person who controlled by someone else. They behave like that. Willingly give trade concessions, the other privileges. The Battle of Plassey became famous because it was the first major victory the company won in India. Company rule expanded. The company rule after the Battle of Buxar, the company appointed residents in Indian state. They were politically or commercially agents and their jobs was to serve the further interest of the company. The British were furious. They saw Hyder and Tipu as ambitious, arrogant, and dangerous. Tipu Sultan was the most powerful strength under leader of powerful rulers like Hyder Ali. In Tipu Sultan's other name was the Tiger of Mysore. The doctrine lapse. The according this this solved a major problem that the company had earlier faced from the early 18th century. Its trades with Indian and expanded, but it had to buy most of the goods in India with gold and silver imported from Britain, slowed after the Battle of Plassey, and entirely stopped after consumptions of Diwani. Now revenue from the Indian could finance company extensive. According to the term of this alliances, Indian rulers were not allowed to have their independent armed force. They were to be protected by the company but had to pay for the subsidiary forces that the company was supposed to maintain for the purpose of these protections. For example, when Richard Wellesley was the Governor General, the Hyderabad was also forced to get territories on similar ground. Setting up a new administrations. A jurist of the Muslim community responsible for the expounding the law that the Qazi would administrations, a trial by the Houses of Lord in England for charges. Now come to the last. By the end of 1857, the company came to exercise direct rule over about 63% the territories and 78% of the populations of Indian subcontinent. After the battle of with Marathas and the Mysore rulers, the company realized the importance of strengthening its cavalry force. I hope students you understand the chapter very well. Thank you. Have a nice day.